Hello guys, welcome back to our new video. In the previous set of videos we have covered some of the main data types in Python, but one thing that is quite very important is date. So in this video we are going to talk in details about date. So get set. Okay, so for example, if you want to create a datetime object, like as I said in, or I'm still saying in my videos, that in Python everything is an object. So if you want to create a datetime object, you do as follows. Let's say we will first start by importing the datetime package, because now is very important. You have to import before using the datetime object and method. You import first the datetime package. So we do it as follows. We write from datetime import datetime. From datetime import datetime, as you directly import it as like gt. Here is your option, but it's better to import it as something because datetime is too long. You have to import it as gt for it to shorten our code length. So it's okay, we imported, and now we pass the datetime object into a variable called g. So here we will pass the year, the month, the day, the hour, the second, the minute. So here, as we created a datetime object, here is already the creation of the datetime object. So we will pass the date inside the datetime object as parameter. So let's say we enter, for example, 2017. Feed month is like year, month, day, hour, minute, second. Feed month, let's say feed month 17. The day is 17. 12 month 10, for example, and here 11. So the first parameter here, it is the year, the second is the month, the third is the day, the fourth is the hour, minute, and second. So here we have already created our datetime object and we pass it into the variable called d. Now if you try to print our g, here you have seen that Python have created our datetime object. So datetime will give us here, this is already our date, but to represent it in a way that is very easy to understand, we will pass it on the string type. So we will pass the g on our string type to see it in user-friendly form. So here we are having 2017 feed month, the 17, and the hour is 12 past 10 11 seconds. So here, as I said, here we have created a datetime object and we pass it into the variable g, and inside the datetime object we pass as parameters the year, the month, the day, the hour, the minute, and the second. So now that we can create a datetime object, now there are some operations that we can perform on it. So let's say we are having two dates and we want to find the difference, and here the difference is known as the time delta. So let's do it here and you understand. So let's create another date, g1, let's say G1 is equals to, so you pass another date, you use the date time, because in the date time that you pass as parameter. So here even Python is showing us date time, year, month, day, hour, minute, second, microsecond. Here is the info. So we pass, let's say for example we use our first the same date, 2017, the 5th month, 17th day, 12 hour, 10 minutes and 11 seconds. Okay, now here let's say we print our G1. You see that G1 is the date time is created. Now let's say we create another one, we pass it in G2 for us to find the time delta, GT. So date time pass as parameter, let's say 2016, for us to easily see the difference. 2016, the 4th, 7th, 1, 1, 1. Now here we close, and if you print the GT, if you return it, you sign okay. Date time is created. Okay, now that you want to find the time delta, that is, you find the difference between G1 and G2. So you come here, you write G1, oh, I'm sorry, G1 minus G2. So here you have seen Python return our time delta, date time dot time delta, which is 405 days and 40,150 seconds. So here is easily you can see that 2017 minus 2016 is 1 year, which is 365 days. Now the fifth month minus the 4th month, 5 minus 4 is 1, so you add 365 plus 1 month, which is 30 days. So 365 plus 30 days will give us 395. Now here we are having the day 17 minus 7 will give us 10, so we add 395 plus 10, it will give us 405 days. So here it will calculate us, it will return us at they return the value as days, and the seconds it will be here. So you make the difference, and this is the second you got for all the two time, different time. So that if you want to print it in a user-friendly form, you only pass it in the string type G2 plus G1 minus G2 or G1. Okay, so here you are having 405 days, 11 9 minutes 10 seconds. So as I said, here we created two dates and subtracted one from the other, and we get back and what we get back here is the time delta, which is 405 days and 40,150 seconds. Now it's the same it is the same process that we get when we are dealing with addition. The same process that we are having when we are dealing with addition. Now let's say understanding, like if you want to understand really which what is time delta. For example, we can import it just as we did with the date time. As here we said from date time import date time as gt. So it's the same thing. If you want to understand more in time delta, we import time delta. Here let's say import from date time, import time delta, import time delta as tg. So here we imported our time delta as tg. So let's say we create a time delta object, which is, we say tg, and we pass here they've said we should enter the difference between two date time values, and up here we found the difference. So let's say we can create our own. Let's say days, because here the time delta is directly returning. You write days, seconds, and so on. So it can be days, hours, minutes. So here you create a time delta of 1 day, 2 hours, and 10 seconds. So you write days, you write here days is equals to 1 comma and hour. The hour will be equals to 2, as we said, and the minute it will be equals to 10. So here we created a time delta object of 1 day, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 hours, 1 day, 2 hours, and 10 minutes. Now here, as you saw, is the date time of 1 day, 2 hours, 10 minutes, which converted into seconds. Now we will use the same date time here. Here we are trying to understand the time delta. We use the same date time object that we created above there, which is g is equals to 2017 fifth month, 17, 12, 10, and 11. Okay, now if you do the difference, which is what we are supposed to do because of time delta. I forgot to pass this date time into the variable, so we can directly copy this here and paste it here. It's the same thing. So I'll pass it in the bracket here. I'll close the bracket. Okay, now if you take the difference, because here, let's say here is the change, because here is the time delta and here is the date time object that we created here, which is the same thing as the date time object here. Now if you want to find the time delta, you directly print. Here we are having date time, which is 2017 5/16. So it's subtracted how many days we were having. 1 day, but here it was 17, so we subtracted 17 minus 1 give us 16, and here 2 hours subtracted give us 10, and the rest is 0 and 11, because here is 10 minus 10, it give us 0, here is 11. Now if you want to see in the user friendly, let's pass it as parameter here. You just copy this, okay, and pass it here. Here 2017 fifth month 16, which is 10 11 seconds, exactly 10. So here it is time delta that we get. Now it will be the same thing if you want to perform with the addition. Now let's say if we just want to work with date, we can import date from the date time. As we are just doing, we imported time delta as we wanted time delta, we imported time delta from date time as td. So here let's say we import, because here you want to deal with date from date time, import date as t. Now as we imported date, there are so many date comes with so many methods. Python provides us with so many methods that we can use with date. For example, if you want to get the date of today, you can say g dot. If you want to use the method, we always use the dot sign. Here we are having different methods that we can check and see. So many methods. So let's say we want to use the today. We want to know the date of today. Is it here? Was here today. Okay. Here you can directly paint. So here we are having 2023, the 12th, and we are having the 31st. You can pass it here to see it very. We are from G dot today. Today. Okay, so here we are having here the date of today, 2023, the 12th month, the 31st. We are already at the end of the year. So as you saw, the date is having so many methods. You can cross check them because time is lacking now. I don't want the video to be too long, so if you want to see some method in date time, you just use like g dot and you check. These are the different methods. If you want to know the day, the from is calendar, the from ISO calendar, ISO format, the format general. Having so many this, you can find the marks, the mean, the month. You can replace even the date here, the year, the week. So it's for this video you stop here. So in summary, in this video we have introduced how we manipulate date within Python, but also shown how packages including how we import them, but also how we can access method and attribute within them. So you stop here for today and meet you or see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe to support me. Subscribe and like and share if possible. Thanks. See you in the next video.